Greetings insiders, and how's everybody doing? So today we're back to talking about Red Dwarf. In this case, we're going to end episode Me2. What happened in this episode? Well, in a previous episode, which is Confidence and Paranoia, there are now 2 Rimmers on board Red Dwarf. Basically, the episode is, what if you basically were able to talk with like a physical form of yourself all the time, got to spend time with yourself in a way, and then you realize, like, say, oh, this is terrible and all that, and like, yes, because like you're bouncing off yourself and you realize, oh, it's better to have someone who doesn't always agree with you. But we'll say that there are quite a lot of moments in this episode are just pretty laughable. Whether it is Rimmer and like basically like a Rimmer arguing over, like, say, now this is the perfect paint. We've gone from military grade to ocean grade.
Last time I saw him, he was redoing my paintwork, changing it from military grey back to ocean grey. He's quite mad.
Or there are other moments, whether it is such as when they are fighting in the movie theater.
Look, I just happened to choose a seat at random. If you're unhappy with your seat, I suggest you move. Right. Now, where shall I sit? No, that's a nice seat.
Like, because one sit in front of each other and all that. You know, classic humor, I guess. And you say, I can't see in front of your big stupid head and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's not very, like, it's not very, like, it's just kind of what it is. I do have to say that there are quite a lot of, there's one moment where basically Rimmer and Rimmer are having a fight, like, mother never loved you, or things like that, kind of fights and all that, but it's not like that. But and then basically they start yelling at each other from another room and all that.
But I mean, nothing with any side to it, nothing malicious.
Shut up, you dead git!
Excuse me a second, Mr. Willett.
Stop your foul whining, you filthy piece of distended rectum!
And finally, I gotta say that, Chris Berry, he does a great job at the end of the episode about, gazpacho soup and all that.
Gazpacho soup. It was the greatest night of my life. I'd been invited to the captain's table. I'd only been with the company 14 years. 6 officers and me. They called me Arnold. We had gazpacho soup for starters. I didn't know gazpacho soup was meant to be served cold. I called over the chef, and I told him to take it away and bring it back hot. He did. The looks on their faces still haunt me today. I thought they were laughing at the chef, when all the time they were laughing at me as I ate my piping hot gazpacho soup.
Oh, and the gazpacho soup, like, final word, that was basically a reference to, Rosebud, which is Citizen Kane. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen a lot of movies. Citizen Kane is a film that I have not seen. I've seen a lot of epic movies, but I still gotta say Dr. Zhivago is still my favorite. I prefer it over, I'm trying to think, what was it? Thoughts song of the South, the one with Ashley and quite frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn and all that stuff. Oh well. But I gotta say this episode was pretty entertaining. What are your thoughts though? Oh, before I do forget to say that the Holly doing the April Fool's Day joke was kind of funny. With the Groucho Marx sunglasses and nose and all that stuff. That's pretty funny. But final thoughts. What are your thoughts?